Hello, adventurers, and welcome to the Journals of Thorgun and Bella. I am your host, the Great Sean, and today I have 3 weapons for you to use. These weapons are supposed to be used with Matthew Mercer's Gunslinger, and they use the gun rules packaged with that. I love Matthew Mercer's Gunslinger and how he made the guns work. It really just cleaned up the gun rules, in my opinion, and that's the gun rules that I use for my games in my setting, because there's guns in my setting. So, all 3 of these guns are from Team Fortress 2. I've taken some of the guns from Team Fortress 2 and brought them into Dungeons & Dragons with the same gun rules that Matthew Mercer uses for his Gunslinger. Alright, so let's quit the little small talk and let's get into the guns. First, the Panic Attack. The gun costs 350 gold. The ammo, it costs 5 gold to make, and it gives you 5 ammo from that. Damage, it does 5 piercing damage. You don't need to roll dice, it just does flat damage. Okay. Weight, well, I mean, you do need to roll dice, you need to roll to hit, but it's not... But it always gives you the average damage, which is 5. You never roll dice. Weight, 5 pounds. Range, 15 or 60 at disadvantage. Properties. Reload 1, Misfire 2. Panic Draw. You can switch between this gun and another weapon as a bonus action. If you have the quickdraw ability, you can switch between this gun and another gun as a free action. Alright. Now for another one of the Scout's primaries, the Babyface's Blaster. Cost, 325 gold. Ammo, 5 gold, and it gives you 5 pieces of ammo. Damage, 1d10 piercing. Weight, 10 pounds. Range, 15 or 60 with disadvantage. Properties. Reload 1, Misfire 2. Hit and run. When you hit an enemy with this gun, you gain an additional 5 feet of movement. If you take any damage, your movement goes back down to your base movement speed. So, there was the Babyface's Blaster. And now, my favorite one. This one is not necessarily TF2 specific, but it is in Team Fortress 2, and that is the Minigun. I'm very excited for this, and when I play a Gunslinger, I want to ask my DM if I can have this. Alright. Cost, 300 gold. Though I'm kind of thinking if this should be in the category of weapons, kind of like the bad news. I think that's what it was called, or the hand mortar, where you can't craft it or buy, the DM just has to give it to you. So, yeah, cost 300 gold, ammo 2 gold, and it gives you 20 ammo. So, pretty cheap. Damage 4d4 piercing damage. Weight 90 pounds, which, again, that's something it kind of separates it from TF2, because the minigun has a cannon weight, but this one I'm going off of what an actual minigun weighs, about 90 pounds. Range, 15 or 60 with disadvantage. Properties, Reload 1, Misfire 2. Two-handed, and a new ability, Full Auto. Each dice in the attack can be rolled on a different enemy. Misfire is only rolled for the first shot, and if you choose multiple targets, you roll against each enemy's AC. Okay, and another. Rev. Before you fire, you must take an action to rev up your gun. While your gun is revved up, your movement speed is cut in half, and any enemy within 50 feet of you automatically knows your location if they can hear. You may un-rev your gun as a free action. While revved up, you cannot interact with any other object than the firearm. So, yeah, it's funny. You gotta like jump around the corner. You can kind of like rev up your gun, then jump around the corner and mow down a bunch of enemies, or just focus fire one. Though keep in mind, a 4d4, that's only for one attack, so at later levels, when you're getting multiple attacks, that'll be 4d4 per attack, and each d4 can be put onto a different enemy. So that kind of balances the rev thing, which is just a complete downside, 100%. But, yeah, I like this. I'm not sure if it's balanced. They have not been play tested. So feel free to put your balance suggestions down in the comments below. Other than that, have fun.